drinking this?
No, that's why I gave it to you.
I gotta call your sister now and find out why.
Are you serious? Why what?
Oh, she asked if I was busy.
You responded. Why do you feel the need to have to call then?
There's red flowers someplace. Don't they?
Are you serious? What's wrong?
What's wrong?
You didn't hear him? Like the second time, like 2 minutes, he moaned like a water buffalo.
Oh my god. Yes? That's fine. I'll get it next week. That's fine. Bye.
Hey, Girl Gamer, how are you? We just lost Bod. I don't know if our audio was working. And so we restarted the live. So let us know in the comments if you can hear our audio.
What does that happen?
Okay, so you said I'm good, so I assume you can hear us. What?
Why does that happen?
I think it's because we started on Wi-Fi. I forgot to turn off Wi-Fi. And it picked the Wi-Fi from the house, and as soon as we start driving away, it switches to 5G, and that switch over causes a problem.
Yeah.
I'm usually pretty good about remembering, but I didn't think about it because we weren't at home. So, anyways, we're heading home from Grandma's house, so Mama's mom's house. So, what'd you do today? Anything fun? It's perfectly sunny day, nice pool, nobody using it. Lifeguard just sitting there watching. Oh, there's 2 people now. Remember the people we saw walking with towels? I'm betting I'm wondering if it was them. Nice. You looking forward to it? I'm gonna give you guys some shade. Is that better? Man, it's So you got a birthday party and Texas Roadhouse in the same night? I would say.
Birthday party at Texas Roadhouse.
I don't know if you heard Mama, but she's saying, is the birthday party at Texas Roadhouse? I got a yes and a no, so one of us is right and one of us is wrong. I don't know which is which, but I got a yes and a no. I'm gonna go with the birthday parties at Texas Roadhouse, because that makes more sense. Oh no, I was right. It's after.
The birthday party. Okay.
Yeah, so it's the birthday party's at the house. Texas Roadhouse is independent of the birthday party.
Busy day.
I would say so. Not a bad day.
Tasty day.
If you're into. Now, are you a big? What do they have? Is it honey rolls?
The rolls, yeah, I don't care for that, but yeah.
Oh, Mama doesn't like the Texas Roadhouse rolls. Do you like the rolls? Yeah, there's love for the rolls here.
Yeah, I've only been to Texas Roadhouse once, so.
I think most people do really like the rolls.
I don't like honey, so that's a problem.
full disclosure, I'm more of a French roll guy or Italian roll.
Pretzel roll. Yeah. I mean, I love me some bread and butter, but
I think that's my other problem with it, is their butter is like a little sweet.
it's probably honey butter.
It could be. So what do you get from, okay, outside the rolls, because we definitely have different feelings on the rolls, and we never, ever yuck somebody's yum, because what you're into, we don't necessarily have to be into. What do you get off the menu? Like, what's your menu item of choice? Because, like Mama said, we've only been there a couple times. I ate there twice on work travel, and then we only ate there once together as a family. This is a really cool park, by the way.
Well, I guess we don't have a Texas Roadhouse really that close to us. There's one on
Okay, what kind of steak do you know? Like sirloin, filet, ribeye, and what do you get as your sides? Yeah, it's for us. It's either Stratford or the Ferd. Oh, there is one in Elgin. No, it's Crystal Lake.
whatever. Up there.
Fries, okay. Ribeye and fries. I think Mama would be filet, and if I had to guess, baked potato for her potato. I'd probably be New York strip and a. I don't know. Do they have mashed? I can't remember. I'd probably be a mashed guy.
I would probably do mashed. I mean, I like baked potatoes, but that's more like a meal.
Really?
To me, yeah. I'd eat a baked potato as a meal. Like, I put so much junk on it, it's a meal to me. We've had them for a meal before. Stuff on it.
Oh yeah. You put chili and cheese and load it up. It's basically.
I'd rather do like ranch and bacon and cheese.
That sounds like a good night. Are you looking forward to all of it? Between the Texas Roadhouse and the birthday party? We feel that. So yeah, we started our day early today. We had Bod in the, like last live we were in for a hot second, and I think we lost him because our audio didn't work. But he checked into Taekwondo.
Did he?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, like we slept for 8 hours. He's probably slept when he went to bed. You know?
Yeah, but he went in his time. It was 3 a.m. Well, yeah. Get it. Yeah, we started the day at Taekwondo this morning and then quickly moved to going different directions and then all met back up at Grandma's house. And so yeah, we're kind of tired ourselves, don't get us wrong. So in fairness, for what it's worth, we don't have big plans tonight and we're okay with that. So did you do anything before? Oh, softball at 8 a.m. There you go. You beat me. Your next comment answered my question. So yeah, our Taekwondo was at 9 a.m. Your softball was at 8 a.m. Was it a game or a practice? Who are you talking to, bud?
Wait one second. I'm talking
To who?
Isabel.
to. Wait, what?
Gotcha. Little known fact about Mama played softball for years, and I actually coached softball for like 15 years.
And you played yourself.
That's not.
Yeah, I know.
It's like recreational softball. It's totally different. I assume Girl Gamer plays fast pitch like I coached, and that's real softball.
Isabel, you're sitting.
Do you like softball?
Oh yeah, I see it. Oh, Isabel, you have to update the game. Because it won't let you play if you don't update it. So it was like glitching really bad.
Just out of curiosity, what made you come this way and live with it?
I forget. This is the second time today I forgot.
Okay.
Have you been down
Well, seeing that they're reconstructing 2 bridges, I assume it's just a hot mess.
here? Wasn't bad on the way to get you. And I went on shells to 19. You probably did.
Were you dehydrated just out of curiosity? Because maybe from being out and having practice and everything else, was it hot where you were?
Yeah, but not this week, and I don't know about next week.
Because that's one of the things in all the stuff I coach is I make sure that there's sneak over,
Yeah, but I mean,
ample supply of
Volleyball
water
because,
breaks.
Last week was volleyball week.
You have it next
Yeah.
week, I believe.
Practicing
Volleyball
that.
next week.
And then the week after.
And,
That's a little rough. Make sure you get some ice water in you, and hopefully you've relaxed a little bit this afternoon. But yeah, drink as much water as you can get a hold of. That should definitely help the head.
I'm just gonna work on my house.
You're talking to somebody that, through all his sports activities, has had heat stroke a couple different times.
Oh yeah,
So-
I have that one.
I'm very cognizant of dehydration and overheating. But what position do you play in softball? Only 2 water breaks with 90-degree heat. Yeah, that's a lot. I mean, even my basketball teams, when it's in our area, it can get up to like below 0. It can be below 0, and we're in a gym that's, 70 degrees. I'd still give 3 or 4 minimum. That's awesome. I used to have a left-hander that played second base for me. Now, do you throw left and bat left, or do you throw one direction, bat a different direction? Because my sister, who I coached for years, she threw right-handed but batted left-handed.
Yeah, me too.
Don't get me wrong, the walls look alright, but man, this is a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I think it'll. I don't know if they're doing walls on both sides. But I think it'll be fixed. I'm assuming they are since they cut all this stuff down. It's gonna be a while before they.
The question is, are they going to put anything up where they put the walls?
What do you mean? Trees?
So yeah, like new trees.
And they're probably right in the road.
Hey Matt, how are you? You switch hit? Okay. Believe me, girl gamer, I'm well aware. Between my injuries and my chronic illnesses, I'm right there with you. Hey, Bod, are you back? I wanted to ask in the last live, could you not hear us?
Okay.
Because we were talking away at you, and I had a feeling that maybe the audio wasn't working the way it should.
Okay.
So there's downtown and the river.
Okay. Roller road.
So not only are they doing all the stuff we just passed through, but this bridge coming up here, they completely tore down and rebuilt.
They still have this whole side to build.
I understand.
Like, this has been forever.
Bod said he heard your phone call. That's it.
Oh, with my brother?
Yeah. So he couldn't.
Which is weird. Why did you lose?
I don't know. I have no idea. That's the tubes of the U. So did you have your burgers, Bod? And how were
Do
they?
you want to tour my house? Or I can give you a tour of my Starbucks and gym. Can I have a bunch of stuff?
So, Girl Gamer, this entire area where you see all these lights everywhere, this is a giant softball complex. It is literally like 20 plus softball fields.
It's huge.
It's just softball fields everywhere.
It's not the ones that go.
Well, this is the golf course.
And there's no close to
Nice. Bod said he's basically in a food coma.
Uh-huh. Wait, but it's like 11 o'clock. What time did you eat at? No, it's almost midnight.
Correct.
Dad, when do you sleep?
I don't know. I was telling Mama that you were there for Taekwondo. I said, so you made it to the end of the fire and you made it for Taekwondo, which is just legendary.
Maybe he doesn't say. Maybe he's one of those people.
Oh, okay. Bye.
It's our favorite Mexican food ever, right here.
It's so good. I'm going there on Tuesday.
He had a tart for dessert.
Tart? What kind of tart?
A treacle tart.
Treacle? What's treacle?
I appreciate you, bud. Mama wants to know what a treacle tart is.
Probably something I wouldn't like.
Okay, so Matt drops one, but you got to stick with it. He said, Dad, you disgust me. I mean it too. You were talking about me with others. You had a conversation with/discussion with someone else. Therefore, you disgust me. It's all about how you spell it. You got a huff from Mama. Just a huff. Where are you going camping, girl? And the way that came out, I'm sorry. So, Girl Gamer. Where you
Yeah, we're going camping, girl.
Yeah, where do you go? Are you going like RV camping, tent camping?
Cabin camping.
Yeah, cabin camping. Like, define camping, because I'm good with camping at the Great Wolf Lodge.
Resort camping.
Yep. Hey, everyone, the GMC's in the driveway. Check it out.
Did you lock the door?
Of the house?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know how long we going.
Why would you lock the door?
Okay. Bod said it's a right pastry
Oh, no,
pie
Reese
bottom,
says it's
85
in the
grams
bottom.
of fine blended.
Wait, stop. He was talking.
It's a right pastry pie bottom, 85 grams of fine blended breadcrumbs, lye syrup, which I don't know what lye syrup is, I'm not gonna lie, and breadcrumb mixed together, poured in the pie bottom, cook in the
Hold
oven
on,
for half an
Wesley.
hour, leave to cool, and serve with ice cream. You are going to be in a tent. Okay.
Okay.
We've
there's
done
a
some tent
rabbit
camping.
In the middle of the yard.
Where?
Right there.
Oh, there he is.
I'm gonna go scare him.
Don't scare him.
I have to.
No.
Well, how are you gonna control the dog if he sees him?
Come here, Remus.
No, I'm not coming there, Remus.
Okay. Come on. Yeah, I got him. Remus wanted to get that Hassenpfeffer. Okay, Lies is a brand. Okay. So is it like a maple syrup? Because I know we can have syrups made out of corn syrup. We can have syrup made out of maple. We can, you name it, we'll make a syrup out of it here.
There's strawberry, there's pineapple.
Yeah, son's listening a bunch of
There's mango, there's
different syrups that you can get access to.
everything. Everything here.
Are you looking forward to your camping trip, girl gamer? Booger, can you take the tech bag?
Can you get the tech bag? No.
Take him. We'll go to the back because
I
we got to
can't
water.
take him. I can take him out of the tech bag. I choose him. Yes,
Okay,
get it
go,
done.
go.
Yes.
But we're gonna go to the back. We got to water the plants. So, Bod, if you're still hanging out, you get to see our tomatoes and cucumbers, what's left of them, and our strawberries, because we're gonna go in the back and water. So does your campground, Girl Gamer, does it have like different facilities, pool, stuff like that? Or are you guys, I don't mean this in a bad way, but one of the benefits of camping is, sorry, the bucks are still out because we got to clean out our shed, is roughing it. So are you guys roughing it, or is it got some features at the campground? Okay, our time is taken off. Oh, okay, so there's one of our peas, one of our green beans. Uh-oh, got a bug coming at it. Jalapeno. Oh no, that's peas. This is green bean. So our tomato, one of our tomatoes is here. There's still a little moisture. Yeah, we're definitely getting something. Nice. So what's your favorite thing to do with your homegrown tomatoes? And I bet son comes out and starts picking and pecking at the strawberries. That's my guess. Our backyard's a mess, so I apologize. But when you're busy helping Grandma move to her house, I knew son had adjusted that. So yeah, when you're busy packing grandma's house, you don't get to spend a whole lot of time at your own house taking care of your yard and different things you got to do here. And then tomorrow, people have plans for me, so I just sort of go where I'm told. So we probably won't do much yard work tomorrow. Anybody ever seen petunias that are that color? We've gotten these the last couple of years, and a lot of people tell us, like, ask us where we get them from. They're almost like black. They're so deep purple. Baby, can you give me the buckets? And I'll do the stuff that I gotta like carry, cause the rain barrel's out. No, baby. Put it in the grass so any overflow. I'm trying. I don't want to pull on the connection point. Hey, there's Remus. Sorry, I'm pulling the hose way out in the yard. Are you serious? Okay. Baby, I think I got a kink. Did you unkink it? Well, I got to get it at the fence line. Unbelievable. Nice. So how far away is camping from you, girl gamer? Is it close? Is it far? Do you have to travel? I need a better setting. Oh no, that's not the one. That's mist. This is by no way, shape, or form sponsored. We just, nope. Haven't taken off the labels yet. Nope. Baby, I need a few more feet. No, I need a few more feet because I got to go along the fence line since you wanted me doing it this way. Oh, okay. So is it set up as a camp? It's not like a lot of times when we've gone camping, we've gone to like an RV campground. So it's just like, at a lake or, families go up. But this is more of like a retreat. My guess is based on what you're explaining. How long are you going for? That's another strawberry garden in case anybody's interested. We have strawberry gardens everywhere. Son loves strawberries. And then you might be thinking, like, why am I watering this? But there's green beans all along the fence line. We try to grow as many vegetables as we can. We love vegetables. So you see that leaf right there? That's a green bean, and when it grows up, it'll grow all the way up this fence and produce an absolute ton of green beans. So I put them along all the fence lines. Really, bud. So, crazy question. Do you guys have? Do you guys use river water? Do you use well water? Do you have a desalination process for like ocean or seawater? So we're fortunate that river we passed by when you saw on the live. If you saw that river, we're only one of two cities because of when we were incorporated that we're allowed to tap into that river for our water supply. So because of that, the city we live in sells water to a lot of different surrounding communities. Everybody, that's a pumpkin, and for what it's worth, what we do after we carve our pumpkins in the fall is we just leave them in the garden, the seeds and the guts and all that stuff, and then the squirrels bury them, and we get pumpkin plants. However, our cucumbers were attacked by the squirrels, so I had to put up the chicken wire. So, Bod, when we were talking, when you commented about the watercress tomatoes you had, this was the garden I was referencing when I said that the squirrels got in and attacked my cucumbers. So earlier, baby, when you said you couldn't hear it, I said that Home Depot always sets up stuff like right at the front, a whole ton of stuff for Father's Day. Why? You plant your own Christmas trees, Bod? That's awesome. Now, in fairness, I'm allergic to pine, so that's why you see all our trees and shrubs are deciduous. This will get cleaned up hopefully soon. So I don't do real Christmas trees because my allergy to pine. That being said, if I did, that would be gangster to grow my own.
Something like that.
I know. It's eating the pumpkin leaf, right?
Yeah.
Was that there before we put up the fencing? That's what I was just thinking to myself. So this ring right here, if anybody cares. All right, Girl Gamer, no worries, we'll be here. Son and I actually built this, and it's probably 2 years ago, and I never edited the video, so that's a video that'll come out at some point on our DIY channel. But we love this raised garden. Yeah, Booger.
You're not bringing that with.
No,
No, you're not.
I know.
Oh.
Stop with the sauce. Why don't you do me a favor so I can just control this for a second? Take the live and go search for strawberries in your strawberry bed.
Okay, we're going to go strawberry searching.
There's some that are coming in over here, but show them the strawberry garden and see if you find them.
My bike chat, compost. 2. So, God, oh no. So, okay. C1. Surprised this one hasn't been taken. Okay. 1. No. Oh, I see something. And a little dirt ain't gonna hurt anything. Perfect. Eat it? Bad, I will. I'm gonna wash it off though. But I'll eat this one. I'll eat these both. But not right now. I'm gonna rinse them off. Oh, wait. I don't know how that one's gonna taste. No, chat, perfect. Oh, I think one here. Chat. There's not tarantulas in our area, Bod. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strawberries. I'm not seeing any. Oh, I'm seeing one more. So 7 strawberries. And I think there's one. Another one. Rotten. Not seeing any more, chat, so yeah, we got quite a few here. And then there's more forming, supposedly. Dad said. Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys here. Oh gosh. Dropping them. Let's go and I'm gonna turn you guys on low power mode. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're looking over here. Mama.
Oh my goodness.
So I'm gonna put that in a bigger hand for now. Looking at more. Not seeing any here. Definitely none. There was one there, but it got eaten, and I'm really mad about it.
I don't think there's any back there.
I'm looking. So I gotta look back here to see, and I again not seeing any. Mama's right. So I'm gonna go look at this raised garden bed. It's a very nice one, actually. And no, I don't see any, but there is some good ones because we have this fence around it. So it'll look pretty good. So there is none. So those 7 that I have over here that Mom has are the ones that we're gonna rinse off and eat, and I'm gonna, well, eat them. So we're gonna rinse them off. Can you put your hand down there and
What?
can you rinse them off? I have the phone and my iPad. My phone and my iPad. Okay, so I'm gonna have you put that on the table, or I'll take it.
No, don't put it on the table. The table's dirty.
Okay. Wait, I'll just eat them. Oh. That one's rotten.
It's gross.
Okay. Next one.
That
Big.
one's nice.
Say that was nice.
I'm gonna screenshot this, chat. Sorry about that, but I gotta get this. I'll do the everything else for you. Look.
Is it good?
Yes.
You do know there's plants in here too, right?
Yeah, I love
We gotta
coconut.
transplant them, but you said you looked?
Yeah.
They go all the way back to here.
Bunch of strawberries back there too.
These pots were got, so I'll help you get through.
Welcome back, Girl Gamer. Going on the patio. I'm gonna get
Here.
Oh. So I'm gonna have that one rotten.
It would be so much easier, but
No, you're gonna drop the iPad and break it. Watch out, Wesley.
I'm not gonna drop my iPad.
Dave. A little.
Watch out.
Move forward. There you go. Yeah, start over there and come back.
Okay. I'm gonna have this one now.
Which one's been the best so far?
Big one.
The big one?
100%. This one's next. He's big, fat.
Is anybody in the chat asking why you're the only one eating the strawberries?
No,
Where's the dog?
these two are not good. So It was really, really good. So how's everyone's day been? Ours has been actually pretty good. Went shopping for Dad for Father's Day weekend. I think Remus is going to want what I'm holding right here. Remus, you want this? So,
Come on.
Remus is...
Oh, yeah, you can't say no to that. Here, I'll throw it.
No, I want to throw it.
Okay. Remus. Mama not going to spray you. Come here. I promise. Come on.
It's okay. Remus doesn't want to come out for some reason.
Come on, buddy. It's okay. I promise. Mama's not going to spray you. It's not bath day. Come on. Come on.
Well, he's traumatized about it. Can you move?
She's almost done.
So. Okay, so Dad's going to hold you.
Okay.
And I'm going to...
Eat and play Xbox. That literally sounds like a great day. Sign me up for one of those at some point. I could totally get down on a day like that. Sorry, I'm pulling out all these sneaky silver maples from these get in our gardens. And so they'll rob all the planters of their nutrients. So here's our chives. I'm gonna put him back over on the compost bin. Welcome back, Girl Gamer. It's okay, bud. Come on. Remus, come. Come on, buddy. Come on. See? Looky. Yeah. Looky. Ready? I told you, Mama not gonna spray you. For real life? So you was it rain in addition to the lightning or just lightning? Because I know we sometimes get lightning and then get no rain out of it. You're worried about that hose, huh? Oh, there he goes. He's running with you. It's a giant tennis ball, in case anybody's wondering. So it is literally just a huge tennis ball, although he popped a hole in it, so it's deflated. He's looking for Luna. We love sleeping through thunderstorms. At least me and Mama do.
They ruined the playroom again.
That was gonna happen. What you're watching for? No, Remus piles, right? Come here, bud. Come here. She's not out. You're okay. So these extra green spots, if anybody doesn't know and doesn't have a dog, is from Remus, along with the burn spots. But yeah, that's the back garden. So what's everyone doing to wrap up the night? I know it's only 6 o'clock here, but depending where you're at, it could be later. I know you got a birthday party and dinner to go to, Girl Gamer, so that's actually quite a bit. Mama and son are gonna leave me in a second because they're going shopping for tomorrow is Father's Day in the U.S. I don't know if it's celebrated on different days, but they're gonna go shopping, and so me and Remus are just gonna hang out, and I'll probably do some editing. God's honest truth, talking about like raised gardens like that we built. And never made the video for. And that was like 2 years ago. But that'll be on our DIY channel, not on this channel. So, Bod, I don't know if you saw our follow-up on the, you confirmed that you subbed to the Cook and Eat It All channel. We appreciate you. The video from today was how I make my Whopper sandwiches, because I don't do breakfast. And since I don't do breakfast, the weird part is Son loves just the egg, and he gets the French toast sticks. So I don't know, in the BK in the UK has French toast sticks, but he loves French toast sticks. And I like the croissant bread along with the bacon and cheese, so I get a Whopper and throw the croissant bread with the bacon and cheese on it, and then just give him the egg to go with this French toast sticks. If anybody's wondering, that is a fireplace that we keep out. We use that for our Christmas display too. So that's why there's a Christmas topper. We got to get all the Christmas stuff back in that shed. That's why the reindeers were on the side of the house. So all the stuff we're doing for Grandma to get her moved has put us way behind schedule on our own house and property. That's a great question. I'll be honest with you, I don't know if I've ever bought a Whopper not on a deal. And what I mean by that is we get mailed coupons constantly. And then in addition to mailed coupons, baby, when you're done, I know, in the fridge, hey, can you pop me one? And then just meet me in the front? And bring him with you.
Mommy.
I'm gonna go to the front now, past the strawberry garden. So they're typically 2 for $6 if you get them on the 2 for deal. But if you use the coupon, you can get the meal with your choice of rings or fries and a large drink for I think $6.99, $7.99. It's one of the two, but it's very cost effective. So I can't remember the last time I honestly bought a Whopper at menu price. Nice. So yeah, we're not fast food pizza fans in our house. So I think I'd be willing to travel if I was in the UK instead of getting Domino's or Pizza Hut or Papa John's or Little Caesars or any of the other chains, Marco's or Jets. I don't know which ones. You may have different chains as well. But the different regions of the U.S. are known for different styles of pizza as well. And so, yeah, we like traditional Chicago style pizza. What Chicago's famous for is the deep dish. That is not what most Chicagoans eat as their pizza. That's like, you get that at like graduation parties or special celebrations. Your everyday pizza, I guess outside of our area, is referred to as bar pizza. It's a thin crust, and that is our go-to. That's what we had last night. Went to a place called Mel's Pizza. That was our dinner. Lion Tao. It's a great question, and everyone's entitled to their opinion in regards to either side of the protest. We know where we stand. Our vote put us where we stand. But we don't take political stances in this community, at least from our angle. We're welcome to have other people. This is a place where people can just chill, talk out, and actually forget about some of those problems and just realize that on the whole, the world is a good place and has good people. But I appreciate the question.
Bye, Dada. Love you.
Appreciate you guys. Have a good one. Why is he taking that with him if you said no to? You conceited? No, Lion. And I don't mean no in a bad way, but I appreciate you asking. There are a bunch of them, and for what it's worth, I'll never post it on my channel, but I took footage. So after Son's Taekwondo today, it happens to be at a municipal area that's adjacent to the library, adjacent to City Hall where we live, and there was protests there. I took video of it just to document civil discourse. And again, whether you agree with civil discourse or not, as long as it's being done productively and safely, I wholeheartedly support free speech on either side of the aisle. And there may be more than two sides to the aisle. So I say good for all of them, whether I agree with.
I'll get rid of it. And call my number.
On the whole, our intention is to create a better society and a better planet and everything. We just have different approaches of how to get there. I do have multiple chats going. I'm hoping I'm balancing them all right for you guys, because I don't want anybody to feel ignored or missed in any way, Bod. Girl Gamer, does he have to, and you don't have to share anything you don't want to share, but does he have to go to him because he's in a service that has to provide protection for them, or, something along those lines? Because we nothing but respect the people that keep it safe and allow civil discourse to take its place. We don't condone in any way, shape, or form any violent actions. I think you can get your message across better by leading by example than causing a muck, is the best way I could say it. Wait a second. So you guys are in Salt Lake? Have you ever been to Sandy? Yeah, that's my neighbor's truck. And that's my other neighbor's truck. To your point, Bod, when we first met. However, so that's the dad's truck, that's the son's truck. It's almost funny metaphorically. And my truck is like right in between. But yeah, where we started the conversation when we first met, you asked how many people or why people drove big trucks. Sandy, Utah. So have you ever been there or you heard of Sandy, Utah? If he's a Salt Lake cop. And this is the best example I can give you, Bod. So trying to keep my license plate private. So helping out Grandma. We had to take the truck today. That's why it's backed in backwards. But this is why Americans drive trucks. So I had to bring ladders over there to help her get stuff because she's selling her house. Help her get stuff down that she wanted to take with her, help her clean the gutters. I have different size ladders. I have this because I had to transport stuff, so that goes on my hitch. And then we also have stuff that we got. Girl Gamer, you respect this is an air mattress for camping. So like I said, we are campers ourselves. So we got a new air mattress there. So I was in Sandy, Utah, believe it or not, last December. And so spent a lot of time in Draper, spent a lot of time in Salt Lake. So I was there for work, but that's a small world. In fairness, I'm not super familiar, so outside of Draper, Sandy, and Salt Lake proper, I'm a little lost. But it's a beautiful area. When we were there, they had the smog issue. So in December, it was that issue where I don't know, because it was like a warm December last year, and so it traps in the ozone, and so breathing was a problem, and this, that, and the other. But yeah, I was there for about a week at the beginning of December. And if you think that one's a beast, next time we're on a walk, if you're with me, there's somebody around the corner down there that he's got like an 8-inch lift and like 25-inch mud tires and all sorts of stuff. So I'm a traditionalist, so my truck is literally there for pure function. I need it to haul. I guess I could use that if I laid all the seats down and everything. The problem with that is A, then Son would have nowhere to sit, and B, right now that doesn't start. So I have to fix the battery and figure out why it keeps draining the battery. So yeah, the truck is extremely useful for utility purposes. So if you guys do need a truck, do you guys rent one in the UK? Like, and when I say truck, we mean pickup. So like, that's a pickup truck. But something with a bed that you can throw stuff into like that. How you doing, sir? Like, what's going on here? Ooh, Remus does not like this. We don't know this gentleman. We are not expecting this gentleman. Let's see how this plays out. Okay, so more like that one across the street right there, that's a Ford Ranger. I used to have a Chevy S10, which was about the size of that Ford Ranger. But that is definitely smaller than my truck, and most definitely smaller than the truck across the street. Now the difference is, in the US, trucks come in all shapes, sizes, varieties. So that's considered a crew cab. You see how it's got a little back window? So there's a little jump seat in there that sits sideways. So if you can have one backseat person in the back seat and their legs go this way. So you can fit 3 people in that truck. The black one and mine are considered king cabs because they have 4 real doors. The difference, if you notice, his is taller, but his bed is shorter than mine. So I have a 6-foot bed, he has a 5-foot bed. And so if you saw the ladders in the back, one of the ladders is a 6-foot ladder and one's a 4-foot ladder. And it allows me to, with my height, to be able to like clear the gutters and do stuff at Grandma's house with the 6-foot, but I don't need the 6-foot to do stuff inside, and it's harder to move around. You know, she's got, I don't mean this to be mean, but she's an older lady, so she's got like knickknacks like nailed to the ceiling and to the walls. And so we can just use the 4-footer. So Mama can be on the 4-footer inside taking down knickknacks while I'm outside doing work on the 6-footer. And then when we clean the gutters on this beast, I have a 24-footer that's in the garage. Yeah, car with bed. So forever we used to have what's called an El Camino in the U.S. market. And in Australia, they had a Holden, which is the GM subsidiary in Australia. They had a version of basically a car with a bed. And so did Subaru. And we were really hoping they came stateside. And neither of them came stateside. But they would serve the purpose for what most people need it for, you know, quick trips to the hardware store, you know, transporting a 4-foot ladder, a lawnmower, a snowblower, or something like that. And for whatever reason, they never made it. So that car that pulled up for whatever reason, parked right there next to our, like in front of our house, and he is on high alert. So he just keeps going back and forth trying to figure out why somebody is messing around in front of our house. There you go, bud. Great call. Yeah, it's... So, pardon me one second. A, I'm going to get him a water, and B, I'm going to get a charger because I'm just about to die. And since Mama and son are gone, I figure we can continue the conversation, but I need a charger, so give me 1 second. There you go, buddy. There you go. There you go. Are you thirsty? Yeah, there you go. Good boy. Good boy. All right, yeah, we were down to 4% there. Good gosh. So that's a question that we could ask. So there's just a few of us, and we're all the community. What phone does everyone have? Oh, if it's just us, Girl Gamer, what kind of phone do you have? You're gonna knock over your water. I know it. I absolutely know it. iPhone Pro Max. So just out of curiosity, I'm not as versed as Son is on this. If he was here, he'd be able to tell me. Does that have a number associated with it? Okay, so Bot is here. Okay. So does that have a number associated with it? And Girl Gamer, you have a Samsung. So we are iPhone people. So sometimes, and the reason I ask is I don't know if you notice any difference in our lives. Sometimes we are using my phone, which is an iPhone 11 Max, not the Pro Max, but just a Max. So it's a much larger size, and it's only got 2 cameras. Right now I'm using Son's phone, which is an iPhone 15, 1.5. And on very rare occasions, extremely rare occasions, we use the Samsung tablet. We rarely, if ever, use the... Oh, no, I shouldn't say that. Whenever we're at Taekwondo, we 100% of the time use the iPad because it's got a case that I can, like, open it like a book and then set it on the table while I'm watching Taekwondo. So that's why I'm never talking in that one, because I'm kind of out with all the other parents, and it'd be really weird to be talking to the live. So I chat on one of our other channels, but I don't physically talk, if that makes sense. So, Bot, after we went in last night, I went inside. Son had already gone in, Mama had gone in. I went inside. The fire was done, and I checked on them, and they were both crashed. And I went downstairs, and full disclosure, that's where I made the video that I posted on our Cook and Eat It All channel for this morning. I also made the video that I posted for our Do It All channel that came out at like 12:30 our time. So I made 2 videos, edited, did the voiceovers, all that stuff. And then before I knew it, it was 1:30 local time for me, and I went to bed. So I did not look it up yet. That's a great call out. So I have to look at that. Remus! It's okay. Remus! Remus, it's okay. Remus, come. Come here. Remus, come. Remus, come. Man, he is not happy about the neighbors. Hey, Remus, come. Hey, look what I got. Looky, come here. Come here. You want this stick? And a stick? Yeah, go chew the stick. That's the biggest stick I had. I'm sorry. All right, I got this. Never mind. Yes, Bod. So, full disclosure, and you and like 4 other people know this. I don't know if you heard me say it last night, because I think I talked about it last night briefly. I literally edit 100% of everything we have on all our channels, including TikTok. So on TikTok and our 4 YouTube channels, 100% is edited on the phones, whether it be my phone, his phone, or Mama's phone. I edit completely through iMovie on one of the iPhones. So everything is filmed, everything is edited, and everything is posted and done through iMovie from the iPhone. I was in the Apple store with a question about my, I bought a MacBook because a fellow YouTuber told me, you got to get a MacBook, you got to use iMovie on the Mac. You're crazy using your phone. And so I was explaining to him what I was doing, and they thought I was crazy too. And they tried to show me iMovie on the Mac, and I just don't like it. I prefer the phone. I know that may sound crazy to most people, but 100% of it, the voiceovers, the audio, the everything is done on the phone. It is free, 100% free. iMovie is no cost as long as you have the iOS software. It is 100% included. All the features, all the benefits, there's nothing missing. There's no paid upgrades. It is 100% unlocked. And I love it. But I think it's like anything else. If that's what you taught yourself on, that's what you're most comfortable with. Hey, Emma, how are you? Thanks for joining us. So yeah, funny enough, our YouTube channel, we just got a certification, or sorry, not a certification, a notification that it's 5 years old. We posted one video when son was like 2 years old, and he made a mini house. And I recorded that live in real time. Had no idea what I was doing. Didn't even know it was going into YouTube. I just did it from my wife's Google account. And it posted to YouTube, and then we went 3 years without posting a single video on top of it. So the channel's actually been active for 2 years, but we got a 5-year anniversary notification, which is absolutely hilarious. So for the first 3 years, the channel was just called K, literally the letter K, and we didn't even know that. And when we went to go start a channel, they're like, do you want to use your existing channel? And I have left that video out there for the entirety of the world to see. So if you go to our oldest video ever, it's son explaining his mini house that he made out of cardboard when he was 2.5 years old. And for what it's worth, for my own sake, as the dad in the situation, I will never take that down. It is our dog. So that is He is tethered, just so you know he's not roaming loose. He is on his tie out. His name is Remus. He's our baby boy. Right, Remus? And all the dogs I've owned my whole life, I've never met a dog that loved his name more than this dog. Bod, so your comment of 2 ticks and then bluish star with camera in the logo, is that in reference to iMovie? Appreciate you, Emma. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's very defensive, so he's also very confused right now because Mama and son left to go shopping and left me home alone. And so he likes when all 3 of us are together. I think it's purple. iMovie. So it could be bluish. Yes. Right now everything's gray on our home screen because I'm in a live. Okay, yeah, purple blue with the camera in the middle of the star. 100%. Absolutely love the software. It's amazing. The iMac software, don't get me wrong, on the desktop or laptop has so many more bells and whistles and features. But I got so conditioned to doing it on the phone that to this day, I do 100% of our editing on the phone. So I talked to and right now, if anybody's watching him bark, there's a dog barking back in that direction, and there's a dog barking back in that direction. So if anybody's ever seen Family Guy where the dogs are barking and they translate it to where, hey, I'm a dog, that's what's happening right now in the neighborhood. But long story short, so the buddies I have, 3 of them that have YouTube channels, all 3 of them are silver play button and above YouTubers. And 2 of them use iMovie and 1 uses the Adobe software that you can use for editing. And I forget the Adobe software's name. But the 2 that use iMovie 100% use the desktop/Mac version or MacBook version. And they're the ones that told me I had to get a MacBook or a desktop. It's not Photoshop, Bot. I wish it was. It's called something else because that would make sense. But Photoshop is for still images. For live action, Adobe calls it something else. And it's a paid version. So the Adobe software is not free. iMovie's free if you have iOS. And I think it's extremely powerful. And in fairness, of those 3 YouTube channels, the one that has the most subs is the one that uses iMovie as well. And again, you know we're not about that. So we're not every time somebody pops in like, hey, hit it. Like, hit the subscription, all that stuff. We're not about that. He's not about that either. He just organically earned them as well. One of the 3 of the buddies, and I'm not going to out them, one of the 3 is very much about the subscriber count. They constantly are throwing it in people's faces and what have you. So what do you use now, Bod? You make videos, correct? And what do you currently use? And if you download it and try to use it on the phone, I'm happy to tell you anything we do or talk to you about anything we do. Oh, so you just do straight recordings. There no editing. There's something authentic about that, don't get me wrong. Hi, buddy. Gotcha, bud. Yeah, the way, so weirdly, the way I do it. So if you've seen any of our videos tonight, I know that at least on the DIY channel with your comments, you've checked some of them out. So I record like snippets. So we'll work on this planner, for example, and I'll record us doing that planner. And then I'll record us doing that planner. And then I'll record us doing these planners. But each one is like a 10, 15, 20-second shot. And then I use iMovie on the phone to link them all together, do the transitions, and we don't, on our Collect It All channel, and this would be awesome. I don't think you subscribe to our Collect It All channel, and I'm not asking if you don't have any interest to subscribe to it. But on our Collect It All channel, that channel, we actually do the voice work while we're doing the video. That's the only channel where we do that. On the Do It All channel, the Cook and Eat It channel, and the DIY channel, we do all the voice work after the fact. So everything is voiced over. Whereas the Collect It All channel, we do the recording while we're actually physically doing the video, if that makes any sense. Now that I stopped talking for 2 seconds, I don't know if anybody can hear all the wildlife around here. There's just birds, squirrels, everything just sort of talking everywhere. Hey, Marissa, how are you? How's your night going? Welcome in. That gentleman's driving a Subaru with a cowboy hat. It clicked you out of iMovie? Yeah, that could be. In fairness, like even when I tried to look at my home screen to tell the colors and the image, everything was grayed out. So I think it's a simultaneous thing, but play around in there. I find it extremely user-friendly and easy to use. I know CapCut, even though they have a bunch of AI stuff, and that's what most creators use it for, they actually have a video editing software. I've looked at that. I've tried... There was another one I tried. I forget what it was called, but I downloaded it on our PC, because believe it or not, we have a PC as well. And I did not enjoy that version either. So I am just hooked on the phone version of iMovie. So after this, if you use it, let us know what you think about it, and we're happy to answer any questions. I think we might have lost Girl Gamer because she's probably heading out to her dinner, but she's got a Samsung. I'm kind of interested what she uses for software. Hey, Marissa, where are you from? I see you saying hi. Is it nighttime where you're at? Is it daytime? So how long has it been since you posted your last video, bud? I know for us, depending on the channel, it's been a whopping 6 hours. That's funny you say that. So I forget even what the card name is. I have stuff on a Canon that's, the card is like this big, and I forget the card name, and it's a it's an EOS Rebel, and I forget the version, but it's a solid 15 years old, and I have stuff on there that I would love, absolutely love, to turn into video content. And I don't know that I have a card reader that I can get any of that off of, which is amazing. Now, I will say the benefit of using the Mac with the iPhones is I can airdrop and do all sorts of stuff. So we do have a, there's a couple videos on our channel where you'll see a lot of underwater stuff, or you'll see stuff with us, you know, at water parks, on water slides, jumping into, you know, pools, or you name it. I call it a NoPro. I forget the version. It's a fake GoPro. So I have to download that on the Mac through the memory card, and I have an SD reader, and then I have to airdrop that to the phone. And then with the airdrop, I'm able to put it into iMovie on the phone and edit it as part of anything I recorded on the phone. So there's ways around it, but a lot of it requires you to have readers, and I found it easier with the MacBook. It's just a lot of time. I'm not gonna lie. I can see why statistically the overwhelming majority of people that start channels just stop. It's a lot of time. And then to turn around and put all that time, effort, and everything in, I hear from a lot of people all the time that are like, you know, whether it's commenting on our videos or whether it's commenting on their own work, that, oh, it's only got insert X amount of views. Why was it worth it? And in fairness, for us, like I've told you a million times, it's about the community aspect, number one. Number two, it's about the fact that it's almost a living, breathing scrapbook. And so should something happen to me, son and mama have it. Should something happen to mama, she's in a lot of this. Should something happen to, you know, anything, 20 years, 30 years from now, we can look back on it. And so selfishly, it serves a purpose on our end, if that makes any sense. So for dinner, we had, and you might have to Google this one. It's the most famous sandwich from our area. So it's called an Italian beef sandwich. So we had Italian beefs. So if you're ever in Chicago, you ever make it out here, I would tell you, before you get anything else, have an Italian beef. But we had that with Remus. Hey, bud, you want a treat? Come here. Come here. I'll go get you one. I promise. I'll go get you one. I said, I promise. We had that with what you would call like fresh cut chips. So literally you'd slice the potatoes and throw them straight in. So they weren't flash frozen before they were cooked. So I know you probably don't have access to that, but if you did, I'd say that's a go-to. I'm going to go get him a treat real quick, chat. I'll be right back. Remus, come here. Come here. You want a treat? Come here. Hey, come here. Come here, bud. Remus, come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. Hey, come here. Come here. Come here. You want a treat? Come on. I'll get you one. I'll get you one. Good boy. Come here. Watch out. Go on. Go. Dingbat, you're gonna kill yourself. Here. Here. Go. Alright, let's try this again, Chad. Sorry about that. Oh, no worries. I just got Remus a treat. So I myself vacated the premises for a second. But yeah, I don't know if you'd have to Google an Italian beef because I don't think it's popular outside of our area. Kind of like how Philly steak sandwiches aren't popular too much outside of Philadelphia. But that's what we had for dinner, and it's one of my favorite things in the world to eat. And I love fresh, what we call fresh cut French fries. So literally the potato through a slicer and then straight into the oil and then double fried. It's so much better than the flash frozen potato product like a McDonald's fry or a fast food fry. Yeah, and the place we go, it's only got like 6 locations. Basically everywhere in our area has their own local beef stand, and they even have competing beef stands. So the city I'm in, believe it or not, even though we're in the suburbs, we're in the 225th largest city in the US. So this suburb of Chicago is actually pretty large. And we have several family-owned independent Italian beef places, and they all serve the 2 staples, which is a Chicago-style hot dog and an Italian beef sandwich. So son always goes with the hot dog. We always go with the beef, and whew, it's good stuff. Yep, mom and pops for sure. That's the way we go. I don't know what an Umkris is, but that is literally cottage cheese and potato chips is my go-to late night snack. I take cottage cheese, I put it in a bowl, and then I get whatever potato chips I have on hand, typically jalapeno. Use that as my dip for the chip. That's my late night snack. Absolutely love that. I don't know if you guys have cottage cheese. You're just so. Are you I see your comment. So you're confirming it, or are you asking? Oh, you're saying it's vile. Okay, so you don't like cottage cheese. Hey, that's quite all right. Like we say, some people like their cucumbers pickled, and we don't yuck others yum. To each his own. One of these days I'll have to show you, now that we know that we have international subscribers on our Cooking Eating. My go-to breakfast, believe it or not, is a cheddar cheese spread that's out of Wisconsin. on anything, and I'm not kidding. I'll put it on Triscuits. I'll put it on wheat thins. I'll put it on English muffins. I'll put it on toast. I'll put it on bagels. It's a port wine cheddar cheese spread, or the beer version cheddar cheese spread, that is just delicious. But it's made out of Wisconsin, and Wisconsin in the States is the cheese capital of the US. So this, what I'm talking about, has a little firmer texture than cream cheese, but it's what do you, oh, you found your other treat. There you go. It's cheddar, and then they'll mix in other flavorings. So the one has port wine. Come on, come on. That's the rest of it. Go. Really? That guy was revving up a Saturn. Cheese is arguably one of my favorite. So I say this all the time. So during Lent, obviously, because of what we practice, we can't have meat on Fridays or on Ash Wednesday or on certain days throughout Lent. And I am not a fish connoisseur of any kind. And I always tell people, I can give up meat, but I could never give up cheese. So thankfully, cheese is not an issue during Lent. So I can, on Fridays or the different various abstention days, I can still have cheese, insert X. So pizza, mac and cheese, cheese and crackers, grilled cheese, any way I can get my cheese. So that's typically my go-to, is cheese-based items all day, every day during Lent when I have to abstain. Matthew, how are you? Appreciate you hanging out. 100%. So if you're making a grilled cheese, answer me what your favorite cheeses are to put in a grilled cheese. I assume you guys have grilled cheese. I don't want to make assumptions because we know what that does. But I assume you guys have grilled cheese sandwiches. What are you putting in it from a cheese standpoint? I get that you can put different proteins and other stuffs, but I'm saying just the cheese itself. If you're making your go-to, and I get you can go exotic, you can get fancy, but if you were just grabbing a fry pan and making a grilled cheese, how you making it? So Matthew's on the American cheese bandwagon. That's Mama all the way. She's not here to represent, but that's Mama all the way. Ooh, Gouda and Swiss is a great call. So son is a Colby Jack. So he wants freshly grated. So I buy a block and then I grate it. And then he wants 100% Colby Jack. I personally am a provolone, and I like a second cheese. And typically what we have in the house at all times is American, Colby Jack, pepper jack, or straight cheddar. So I typically go pepper jack if I'm feeling spicy. If I'm not, I go with the Colby Jack with the provolone. The provolone just adds such a nice melt and a smokiness to it. Well, now you're talking cheeses that we can't get here. Cheddar, I love cheddar in all varieties. The problem is in a grilled cheese, it doesn't melt before, or at least properly, before the bread gets a little overdone. And I'm not going to do that justice, but I'll give it a shot. Wensleydale? I agree with you, Bod. And this is my dad joke. Usually Matt's the killer of the dad jokes, and I know we had him in earlier. I don't think we have him presently. Yeah, when it comes to goat or sheep's cheese, I think they're bad. Yeah, I'm 100% a cow's milk cheese guy. Region in UK, okay. Makes total sense. It's kind of like the Mexican cheeses. So they have like Chihuahua cheese. They have they have different cheeses that represent the regions, and they're different. They're crumbling cheeses, melting cheeses, and they're used for different purposes. So that makes total sense. One of these times when we're in Wisconsin, we'll have to do a live from a cheese chalet. Appreciate you, Matt. We're always here just having conversations. So we try to go live at least once daily. So you're always welcome in. Just hang out, enjoy the conversation, join in. Everyone's welcome. Bod represents us from the UK. Where are you from, Matt, if you don't mind me asking? I hope you don't mind me calling you Matt. If you prefer Matthew, I absolutely will call you Matthew. Yeah, a lot of people say they like the tang. I don't enjoy the tang, Bod, of goat and sheep's milk. The only time I actually enjoyed it, in fairness, and you don't know you're always getting it, is sometimes you get straight Parmesan, which is cow's milk, and then sometimes you get Parmigiano Reggiano, which is a mix of goat and cow's milk. And so I guess there it's sort of hidden because of the mix. In fairness, Bod, I don't know if you've ever heard mine or son's name, but Mama drops it constantly in the live. So you've probably heard it at some point. If you haven't, I'll still keep it an Easter egg. You just gotta listen when we're live with Mama, because she doesn't shy away from it. But our name, because we have the same name, is a very classical, to my knowledge, English and Welsh name. I should say first name. Actually, our last name is also English because it was anglicized. I don't know if you're familiar with the term anglicized. So Matt or Matthew, if you don't mind, let us know which way you prefer the name, and if you are here, if you don't mind sharing where you're from. You know, I haven't seen in a hot minute is Usman. I hope he's all right. No, in fairness, there's a long line of our namesake, but none of us is junior, none of us is the third, none of us is the second, none of us is anything. We all have different middle names, so there is no lineage. No, Buzz is not the first name. So apparently you haven't heard Mama yell at son yet, because she completely forgets we're on live. So I'll leave it for an Easter egg when you will hear it. You just got to listen. You will hear it multiple times. She never, ever holds bar. And then I look at her and I'm like, hey. And she always like gives me the face like, oops, I forgot. Oh, Bod. Jed. I don't even know how to say that. Jedemiah? Did I do that justice? And seeing that I don't know how to say it, that is definitely not our name. I can also tell you it is not a very popular name in the States at all. But it was not done because of any English or Welsh history. I'm only second generation, and I am not of English or Welsh ancestry. Jedemiah, okay. Okay, so let me just say it out loud, and you tell me if I pronounce it. So yes, I definitely say the TH, so I say Anthony. One of my best friends in the world is named Anthony. He's actually a guy that helps me coach several of the basketball teams that I coach. He's coached with me for years. Speaking of which, I should probably reach out to him. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. How are you guys? Doing well. Where's Blue Ball? I'll throw it. Where's Blue Ball? Where's that at? Where's it at? I'll throw it to you. Go find it. It's somewhere out there. Yeah, there are places in the States that do that as well. I think I'm zoomed in, actually. Yeah, there we go. But we definitely say the TH, at least where I'm from. So as far as being outside the States, Bod, do you think that you've heard Mama talk? I assume you've heard Son talk. Do you think we have any accents that you're aware of? Okay, so I often wonder that, like when people ask where we're from, and then we play the guessing game. I'm wondering if we have any sort of accent that would give it away regionally where we might be from. Because our region supposedly has an accent. I don't think I have it. And I definitely don't think Mama or Son has it. Okay. So, knowing what you know now at this point, and again, just to prove it, like the Pope, I'm a Sox fan. You think we sound the same apart from the South and Texas? Okay, that's fair enough. I will tell you, if you ever find anybody from Minnesota, and I said it that way on purpose, they have a hard accent. People from the Bronx, Jersey, New York, they have a hard accent. California kind of has less of an accent, more of a vernacular. So they have certain sayings and mannerisms, and it's a lot more laid back speech. And depending on who you're talking to from like the Massachusetts region, they have a heavy accent as well. But Chicago gets made fun of all the time for having a certain accent, and it's really more the south side of Chicago. And when I say the south side, I mean the historic south side of Chicago, not what is more famous today. So it's, if you ever look up the super fans from SNL, so Saturday Night Live, That'll give you an idea of what people think of a Chicago accent. Okay, so a Cockney accent. I do know that there's obviously regional accents within Britain and then throughout the UK. And then Ireland versus the UK. And then the Aussies, they have a different one. And then the New Zealanders. It's interesting to me, I'll be honest with you. There are some stateside that irk me a little bit, but again, we're more about promoting the positive, less about promoting the negative. At the end of the day, we can all communicate and get through, so that's what counts. Buddy, they went for a walk. They're gone. So, is Statham a region or an accent? Because I know of a Cockney. I don't know all the different ones. Suki, welcome in. I appreciate you. So you're saying Jason as in a guess to the name? I will tell you, all you have to do is be here when son does something that bothers mama. That's literally, and all it takes is seconds. If the two of them are together, they are typically oil and water. One of the most popular questions we get from, I don't mean this in a negative light, but casuals to the lives and to the chat and to the dad and son environment is, why is it dad and son if mom's around? And son is a daddy's boy, and him and mama are typically oil and water. They go at each other nonstop. 100%, Bod. That is what it is. And the only reason they're out together right now without me is because they're shopping for Father's Day. If it wasn't for that, they need me in between them or around them or to moderate or to mediate. Any way you can come up with, translate. They are at each other constantly. And there goes Remus. So, Bod, it's pushing 1 o'clock. What time do you usually get up? And you don't have to share if you don't want to, but like, what time in the morning do you get up? And I gotta assume you're not doing 7 a.m. mass like we are. So how many hours of sleep do you usually get a night? On average? Heck. Oh, okay. So you're okay. Okay. So all in all, you're getting your, let's say, your hours in, because the average adult takes between 6 and 9 hours, depending on the person. I know myself. I'm a 6.5, 7 hour person. And so I'm not a napper. The problem with me as a napper is my naps are like 4 hours. If I did take one, and then I don't sleep at all, not one wink at night. So I push through no matter how tired I am and get my hours at night. The problem is I typically have early morning stuff. So like tomorrow it's 7 a.m. mass. During The basketball and volleyball season, it's 7 a.m. practice on Saturday. Mama, on the other hand, is a napper. She gets up at 4 a.m. for work, but she comes home after work and she takes a nap pre-dinner. So instead of post-dinner, she's a pre-dinner napper. And then she goes to bed at what I'd call traditional time. And so all in all, she gets her hours, but she doesn't get them in one late night sleep. Okay. That makes sense. Mama's like that too. It's typically one of us wake her up. So for what it's worth, I work from home. Oh, he sees the bunny. I don't know if you guys can. There we go. That's what he's looking at. I work from home, and so I work traditional, like call it 9 to 5 hours. Whereas Mama doesn't. And so she comes home and naps, and either I'll be on a call or a meeting and she'll hear it, or son will be doing something, or the dog or cat will wake her up. But yeah, she sleeps till she wakes up in her naps as well. I wish I could do that. I'm actually jealous of that. No lie. Remus, you wouldn't know what to do if you got to it. Yeah, where's the sound spot? I've been through sleep studies myself. I struggle with standard sleep. So like last night I just wasn't tired yet to go to sleep. I was exhausted but not tired, if that makes any sense. And so that's why I sat up and did the editing so I could launch the 2 shorts today. Yeah, what was that? That was a weird sound, huh, Remus? I don't know how quiet anybody else's neighborhood is, but on the whole, until you hear like a weird muffler exhaust like that, this neighborhood is really quiet. Appreciate you, Stella. He's a good boy. He's hunting that rabbit across the street right now, which he's never going to be able to get, seeing that he's tied out, but he thinks he's going to. Oh, it's going away, Remus. And so the reason we have all the wildlife is right behind there is a small lake. And so all the different critters and you can name love to live in our area, whether they be birds, turtles, frogs, toads, rabbits, foxes, deer. And one of these days he thinks he's going to get one of them. I still don't see it happening. Between you and me, I don't want to dash his dreams. So I'll let him keep thinking it's going to happen. So what do you got going tomorrow, bud? Mothman? What? Is that capybara? Oh, that rabbit. Why would you do that? You see the dog You gotta be kidding me. It's gone now. Yeah, the capybaras. We do have capybaras in the state, but there's a giant rodents, right? They're in the south. They live in like the canals and the ditches and the levees and the dikes. We don't have them up here, thankfully, because I've seen them on different various like sources, and those things are crazy looking. You done hunting? You just gonna relax? No, never mind. And there goes the water, as I predicted earlier, but just now. Yeah, and that's where they came from. They came up from the south, and they're all over like Louisiana and Texas and Mississippi and Alabama. We don't have them this far north. They do not, from what I know, do the winter. But I think you're talking about the mythical creature. But there is like a giant rodent, I thought it was called a capybara. Oh, it's a red cardinal, if anybody likes cardinals. Right there. And he's gone. Yeah, so that one is, I've heard of that myth as well. It's kind of along the lines of like the Bigfoot and the Yeti and what have you. But there's, God, it's going to drive me nuts now. What the name of that giant rodent is. Yeah, my grass is probably a couple days away here. Because as we've talked about on our DIY channel, I like a thick, resilient grass for deep root sake. I don't like a short, tight grass. So we're a couple days away still here. But tomorrow for food, I sort of go with the flow and go where I'm told and eat what I'm told to eat. And so that's kind of how Father's Day works. Is everyone plans around you and you just sort of do what you're told. Yes, capybara. There you go. And the other one's the chupacabra. So that I was mixing the two up, and based on your original statement, I was going with the capybara, which is, those things are just nasty. They're an invasive species. And so they actually have teams that go out to, best way I can say it is dispatch them in overnight crews because of how destructive they are to the environment. But they are also from South America, but they are real. It's kind of like the Asian trout that we have in our waterways that have moved north. That's an invasive species. And those things, if you've ever seen video of those things are crazy. You just sit in the yard for hours, won't you? to make it too deep here, Chip, but another reason I'm jealous is you could just sit there and find pure, absolute joy in just sitting there and just taking it all in. Yeah, I'm the same with the Bigfoot. That's the one that's more predominant in our area because of the north woods of places like Wisconsin and stuff like that, and out west. So yeah, running into a Yeti or any of these other mythical creatures, I'll deal with the creatures we got that are real. The mythical ones can stay at bay. %, bud. Now, I do know some dogs don't live the life they deserve. And that's what we try to give to our pets, is the life that they actually deserve. I've often joked that if reincarnation is a thing, I want to come back as one of my pets. Right, buddy? See, in our area, so because of like restoration efforts and different environmental improvements, we're actually getting bobcats back, which are 100% real. But bobcats have not been in our area until recently for about 150 years, because they were not hunted to extinction, but they were moved out west. And I think that's awesome. We're also getting bears back in our region for the first time, which is funny because our hometown football team, or American football team, is called the Bears because there used to be a lot of bears in this region once upon a time, but there hasn't been many, if any, for over a century. And like I said, I wish I could remember which live it was, but I was sitting here, no BS, and I was talking about how wild coyotes are in our area, and somebody's like, there's no way, there's too many houses. And literally, as I said that, and I was holding the phone like I always am, because we're a faceless channel, and a coyote ran right there, like literally right there, and Remus went absolutely nuts. I like spoke it into existence. Yeah, that's the problem we have in the South with like pythons and like iguanas and stuff, and they have free range parrots, if you will. So we have that problem in the South. Not as much up here because the laws were a lot more strict from the beginning. What'd you see? What'd you see? Come tell me about it. Come tell me. What'd you see? You're a good boy. You're a good boy. That's Mr. Ziegler. Yeah. hungry. Is that what it is? I'm hungry. All right, chat. I think I'm going to let you guys hit the hay. Bod, I appreciate you. Love the conversation like always. Appreciate you guys spending any time with us out of your day. I know how little time we have in 24 hours. The fact that you're willing to spend any of that with us is absolutely amazing. So we appreciate you. Hope you enjoyed. I'm going to go in, feed this little guy, pick up the house, wait for Mama and Son to get back, and we will see you at some point tomorrow. So, again, you guys are the best. We will talk to you tomorrow. Have a great evening. Take care.